Alright guys, thanks for tuning in iCup TV. You'll be your epic and awesome caster and host Fitz here. And you guys are tuning in. And this replay comes to us from April 21st from iCup Clan League Season 20, Week number 2, Division B2, Series number 3, game number 3 actually between WoK Clans and StarCraft Battle. Now, spawning in the top left, it will be the green Zerg. It's just a green Protoss. It will be WoK's YanSk here, and spawning in the bottom right, it will on God's Garden or whatever the mouse is called. Yeah, God's Garden. It will be StarCraft Battle's Ultimo. Sorry, I'm a little frantic. Sorry about that. But regardless, this is game number 3, as like I was saying, of this series, and the reason for that is game number 2 is corrupt. Don't you love Brood War? So yeah, this is a pretty. So we're just going to game number 2. So that pretty much means YanSk won that game. So now it's a tied series. So we'll have to see which player will actually win this series. I'll be very hopeful that this should be a very interesting cast. And God's Garden, or God's Garden. Pretty interesting map. You have technically 2 ways from your main base. You have this this area, which would probably be more like your natural, but it is very prone to drops. Like Dragoons over here in PvP can start sniping at the mineral line here, and since they have the high ground, it's going to be a nuisance to deal with. Also, what would be your naturally natural, it's completely open, and God's Garden probably does not want expansions, because it is relentless to take an expansion on this map. Like, to be completely, there's no safe base besides, main bases in this entire map. Not to mention, bases are pretty scarce in this map. There's only 12, because you only have, up to the 3rd would be, and then you have to go off to another main base. So, yeah, there's 12 bases in this whole entire map. Which is, not a huge amount, but, it's a fair amount. It's just, they're so hard to take. It's just, it's an issue. But we shall, if a player's proactive. Now, I'll be interested what we will be seeing. You see, I always get tongue twisted on that. And that's pretty much God's Garden for you. And guys, I do apologize for my lack of actually pronunciating my words efficiently here. Now, but we will be blah 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 blah. We will be seeing standard opening coming out of Ultimo right here. Ultimo is going to be going Cybercore faster, so we might be seeing more of a tech route, or we could see a Dragoon pressure into expand. Now, okay, he's going blank. He's going blind nexus. Okay, at least he went gateway first. Okay, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna say that this would be kind of quirky to go take your natural outside the base here. Did he put down Mana Pylon? No, he did not. But he will be scouting this here, and it's interesting because the natural expansion isn't really prone to super early game. To mid and late game, sure. Oh, will that probe get down? Will YanSk has to be a little YanSk needs to be a little bit more careful. Doesn't want to lose that probe over there. But that Dragoon should be able to clean that up pretty well. And it looks like, yeah, 2-gate Goon pressure into expand. But, taking expand of the natural does it for early game doesn't seem to be such an issue. You just need to make sure that you can cover this area up here. But I know it's interesting. It's just interesting. I don't know. It just seemed to me when I was first viewing this map, just seemed bases look so relentless because you have this area all the way up here that's just such prone to dropping right here. But what are we gonna be seeing? He's not getting Goon range, and he's saving up something. Citadel. What is he planning? What is he? Fast DT is what I would have to say. Fast DT off of one base, but interesting enough, Ultimo. Well, then again, Ultimo did get a fairly. Well, he did go DT's last PvP, but he also getting up his Forge. Yeah, it looks like kind of similar, but now we're kind of seeing. Just making sure I wasn't flipping up the players this time, or like sometimes I do. YanSk is actually kind of doing the opposite now. He's actually gone taking expand. And I don't really know what happened in the game number 2, as I kind of wish I knew what happened. But essentially, I thought my Fraps recording was actually the issue. But actually, what it turns out is there was lag, and I think that might have just corrupted the replay altogether, possibly. But yeah, you will be seeing fast DT. Will that end this game outright? He will have a Forge. He should have cannons, so he should be okay, I think. And it looks like he's going to be putting an expansion behind the DTs. Now, the only gripe I've always had in PvP with going fast DTs is the problem is it leaves you so vulnerable if it doesn't work. So, for example, if for whatever reason he doesn't have a cannon up here by the DT gets over there, that pretty much just means his whole tech path for the next 5 minutes is completely useless. Because now he's going to have, well, A, cannons, and then it's going to be B, he's going to go right for observatory tech. Like, it doesn't even matter. So, excuse me, I have the hiccups, apparently, from my orange soda, because I'm so awesome. But what I mean by this is you're not going to get, like, High Templar out for, unless you, like, absolutely need them fast. Like, he's saving up, he's going to be getting down more gateways by the time he's going to be getting 2-gate DT, and there goes down the cannon. So this is going to get shut down super easily, not to mention the DT's no way is going to be able to slip in here just with the Dragoon pathing and what have you. And he's even going to have his Robo facility out. He's going to probably have Observer Tech by the time the DTs get over. Keep in mind this, the map is fairly long, and it is cross position, so it's going to take a little while for the DT to get across from there. But we shall see. Those DTs are pretty cool moving as they are. I think they have like white heads though. Like I never get that. Like look at that. They have like I don't even know what's on top of their head, man. But what have you? I'm over analyzing the DT sprite, and there goes down the observatory. He knows this is coming. At least I think he does. And it's gonna get shut down. I mean, he's gonna be getting his gate. This is what I like to see from Ultimo. But YanSk is playing this very, very well. He just knows his DT. I'm sorry if I flipped the names. I wasn't quite sure subconsciously if I swapped up, because now the players are kind of in vice versa scenario right here. And Ultimo played fairly efficiently the game number 1 PvP, and I don't know, maybe he likes to go for more cheesy builds, but he will be going a fairly fast storm right there. That is way unorthodox to do that fast storm, but he did get. I mean, it's just interesting why you do pretty much. I don't understand. Well, maybe if there was going to be a counter push, that could do some damage. And considering the fact that both players are going to be off of 2 base at this point in time, and it looks like we might be seeing a timing push, actually. Oh, but what he could be doing is, if he gets up Robo, he might be doing storm drops. That could be something, because of the exploitation of this. But there will be cannon up there, though. But he can't see, actually, so it doesn't even matter with the cannon. So, never mind. And, ooh, yep, it looks like we're going to be seeing a timing push. Now, is he getting +1? But he will have this. He should know this is coming, though. But yeah, Ultimo just wants to be in a defensive position, which is kind of interesting. Ultimo likes to go for early game aggression, of what I'm just starting to see here. He went, you know, a 2-gate and then a fast DT opening, and then wants to go defensive. I think his accomplishment is that his opponent's going to be going for in an attack, and then he's going to be well prepared for it. He's going to have 2 storms already available to him. And he's just starting +1 now. Are we going to have +1 or whatever completed for this, or are we just having standard unupgraded? Yeah, we're going to have standard unupgraded push here. And he has 3 cannons. I don't know if he's going to be able to break this. It'll be interesting, though. He's going to have to come down in this choke. I mean, the choke is pretty big. Storm might cover up this much area, so pretty much 2 storms. You take about 3 storms to completely cover this area, maybe even 4. We shall see, though. Has kind of found a sweet spot over here, but will the storm be effective though? Has he seen the High Templar here? YanSk's gonna go for it, storming over the Dragoons there, and Ultimo did a nice storm over there, and gonna be able to clean up a lot of, or at least cleaning up the shields on many of those Dragoons there. Has wasted 1 storm, has enough for 2 more. And I don't really know why he's gonna go for it. Why is he engaging with 3 cannons when he has storm right there? Why would he do that? No, YanSk, you just threw away this game. Or did you? Never mind. I'm completely wrong. I thought he's getting his 3rd. Never mind, YanSk. Never mind. Screw the idea that I was saying. Screw it. Never mind. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna sell to going in there and be like, yeah, what's up, bro? And so yeah, actually, YanSk was actually able to pull a victory here, I think. I mean, I don't see a reason how Ultimo was going, and I apologize for not actually knowing that, but I thought that was going to be game-changing right there, and it just looked like Ultimo was in such a good position right there with the 3 cannons, but I guess those Dragoons do a lot of damage on those cannons right there. Cannons will fall instantaneously here, and the pylon will be target firing down. No, it won't. As the pylon is not really important, but and gonna continue to bring down units here. And we're just seeing here is the problem of going that fast DT, which really kind of spirals in the Protost's not favor. Even when you're in a good position with early storm, it's just not enough. And there's a GGB.Ultimo right there. And here we go again. We see in a PvP, and just proving my case again right here. We can see when you go that fast DT, yes, it's great to do it. It's great to go DT. I'm always glad to see players, if you're given the opportunity for 150 minerals, 100 gas, or whatever DT effing costs, all you have to do is go for the standard 10-ish minute Templar Archives, or whatever thing you're planning to do with that. But incorporate the Templar Archives into your build, then put in a DT. Don't get it just for fast DTs, unless you want mass DT, which isn't that good. But the fact of the matter is, we saw the fast DT, it puts you behind. Even though he had an expansion, it just puts you back. And when you have a timing push coming out, a 2-base timing push coming out of Ultimo, out of YanSk here, we just see it gets Raffle Stomped, and that pretty much clears up the series, which means wOk has actually won 4 out of 1 games. Now, this is contradictory here, because now I'm starting to think that second game was actually game number 3. Because what actually was supposed to happen here is that Ultimo was supposed to win. Which is why I was a little preemptive. I don't try to be like, I don't try to actually know who the winner of the game is, but, sometimes can't help myself. But the fact of the matter is, it also things were looking grim for YanSk at the time. Like, you guys can like agree with that. Like, those cannons could have potentially wiped out that army, which would have meant that Ultimo would have been didn't take really any economic damage, and would have ultimately ended up winning the game. But the fact of the matter is, plus the Observer would have gotten knocked off, and DTs could have done damage. But the fact of the matter is, we saw DT rush does not work. It just got stomped. If an opponent just reads what the hell their opponent's doing, all they have to do is put up a cannon. All they have to do, 1 cannon, forge plus cannon. That is, what, 150, 300 minerals at your front door, then you can get upgrades. Like, you can even incorporate the forge to get a +1 timing push. Like, that's what he could have done, even. That's what an advanced player would have done. But regardless of the fact, that was the end of this game. Thanks, guys, for watching iCup TV. So, pretty much, what we saw, that wOk Clan won 4 of their games. However, the reality is, if you go on the iCup website, it actually says wOk Clan won 3-2. But, what I'm seeing right here, wOk Clan won 4. And, this was the scenario, this is like the games that were played in chronological order, I believe so. I checked the times and why the creation of the date files and etc. This should be the last game. So I don't know if it's a typo. I don't know if it was like a walkover for whatever reason. But that pretty much clears this game up. And I'll be back for week number 3 of this awesome stuff. But that'll probably be tomorrow when I have more free time and etc. Because I have to do some awesome other casting stuff for my my own personal channel. But that is enough of that. You guys are tuned into iCup TV. Stay tuned, stay real, stay Brood War. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.